everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we have my monthly haul where I'll be going over everything that I've purchased throughout the course of February. I did say in January that I was putting myself on a beauty budget and was trying to limit my spending, especially when it came to skincare and makeup. And now that I have sat down to film this video, I'm happy that there aren't as many boxes in front of me as usual. I have still made some purchases and things and I probably have still gone over my budget, but I feel like I was definitely more conscientious with my purchases this month. I was going to do a full video going over how I've set up my beauty budget, but I didn't know if that would be of interest to anyone, so I'll just mention briefly what I'm doing in this video. But if you do want me to go into more detail of what I've tried to do to curb my spending and more details about my beauty budget, do let me know in the comments below. And something I always forget to say at the beginning of videos, if you do like what you see today and you're not a subscriber to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. So for my beauty budget, what I'm trying to do is allocate a certain amount of spending money for myself each month. At the moment, I'm roughly transferring £20 a week into a little savings account, and then any purchases that I make of skincare or makeup, and then transferring it kind of back to cover those purchases. So that does give me £80 a month. I do think that might be quite a strict budget to stick to based on how much I've been spending in the past sort of 6 months to a year, but I am really hoping to try and rein it in. I have such a large collection already. I do have plenty of stuff to be getting on with. I just obviously get tempted by new releases, so I have had to top it up with extra funds throughout the course of the month, but I don't feel like I've gone too over budget. I do want to sit down properly over the next couple of months and based on that £20 a week work out how much over that I am going, and then work out whether to maybe up it to sort of £25 or £30 a week and work out that way so that I am always coming under budget, and then hopefully I can build a kind of little nest egg as it were for any bigger purchases that I want to make. I don't know if this is going to work for me. I don't know if I just need to be better with my purchases because I have so much stuff already. I just can't help that there's always so much makeup and skincare that I want to purchase. So why don't I go through and show you what I did pick up in February. The first thing that I ordered, which was technically an order in January, but it was at the very end of the month, and I did place an order from Colourpop. And the reason that I ended up making a purchase from Colourpop is because I wanted to get the At Forest Sight palette, which was in collaboration with Raw Beauty Christie. I was going to pick this palette up when it very first did get released, but I ended up talking myself out of it, so when I seen I could pick it up in the restock, I decided to just go for it. It is definitely for me a different colour story, and I'm not gonna lie, I do find this palette very intimidating, but I feel like it is something slightly unique to add to my collection. There are so many gorgeous shades in here, but I don't think I'd appreciated when I made my purchase how little shimmer was in this palette. I'm not a huge fan of all matte looks. I do always like to go in with some sort of shimmer on my lid. So there are only two in here, but they are both very wearable shades that could probably go with everything in here. So I think I will be able to make it work. I do believe that this shade Evergreen here is a duochrome, which is one of the things that did sell me on this palette. I do also like the look of this shade here, Chanterelle, which is a kind of mustardy yellow, which is again quite unique to my collection. And I really like the look of this green shade here, Fiddlehead. So I am really excited to play with this palette. It does just definitely intimidate me, so I'm probably going to look up some tutorials before I have a go with this one. So I am glad I picked this one up, and it is such gorgeous packaging as well with the kind of mushrooms and undergrowth and things, and it's really nice to support Christie too. Next, I picked up a couple of things from their Pretty Fresh line. The first one is this Hyaluronic Tinted Moisturizer. I went for the shade Light 5N in this. I do have the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid foundation, and I absolutely love that foundation, which is why I wanted to give this one a go as well. Based on the shade that I have for that, which I think is Light 55N, it recommended 5N for this product. I know with tinted moisturisers that it doesn't matter too much if you don't get it spot on because it's supposed to be lesser coverage. Looking at it, I do think this will be a pretty good shade match for me, and I do really like that it comes with a pump. So I am really excited to give this one a go because this is the kind of product that I've been reaching for more as of late. So I'm hoping that I love this as much as the foundation. And then I also wanted to pick up the concealer as well. So this is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. And for this one, I've gone for the shade Light 40N. Again, I went through the shade matcher on the website and that's what it recommended. So that is the shade here, which looking at it, it doesn't look too bad. It might be ever so slightly light, but I am pretty rubbish at shade matching. It's so hard online, so I'm really excited to give that one a go and to see how it pairs with the other foundation as well as with this tinted moisturizer. I do have the Colourpop No Filter concealer and I do really enjoy that, so I'm hoping that I'll like this one too. Then I picked up something from Fourth Ray Beauty and I got another one of their face milks. This is the strawberry and papaya face milk. I do have the papaya one and I do really enjoy using it. It is currently in my Shop My Stash skincare drawer and it just makes my skin feel so soft. So I thought I would give strawberry and papaya a go. I haven't actually smelt this one yet. This one just says it's a softening moisture booster, so I presume it's got the same claims as the other one. And then it's this really pretty peach packaging. So that one doesn't appear to have as strong of a scent as the papaya one, but it does still smell really nice. It does kind of just smell like strawberry yogurt, so I'm keen to see what that one's like and see if it's the exact same formula as the other one. And then because I didn't want to pay for shipping and I was only a few dollars short of getting free shipping, I just picked up a couple of single eyeshadows. The first one we have here is in the shade Feathered and this is a deep chocolate brown. And then I also went for the shade Laguna, which might actually be quite similar to the Chanterelle shade in here. Yeah, it's not too far off actually, looking at them two side by side. This one's slightly deeper and more orange toned, but they're not too far apart. So that is a pretty shade as well. The reason I went for two mattes, even though I said I do love a shimmer, is because I am trying to build a singles shadow palette. I do have quite a few single shadows in my palette already, but a lot of those are shimmer shades and I don't really have a deep outer crease shade or a nude crease shade, so that's why I picked those couple of colours. I was very tempted by the shimmers, but I feel like they might make my palette slightly more cohesive. Then I placed an order from Superdrug. One of the items has already been featured on my channel in one of the recent tags that I did. I think it was the 21 questions tag, because one of the questions was, what is your most recent purchase? And it was this concealer from Revolution. This is the Eye Bright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer with vitamin C, and I got this one in the shade Light. I am on the hunt for a cheaper under eye concealer. The one that I use now is the YSL Touche Eclat concealer, which is pretty expensive, so I'm trying to find a more drugstore alternative. The one I'm currently trying is the one from L'Oreal, which is in my everyday makeup drawer. I'm still on the fence about it at the moment. It is better than the ones I've tried in the past few months, but it's still not as good as the one from YSL, so I'm intrigued to see what this one's like. This one does have the sponge tip applicator though, rather than the brush, and I do kind of prefer the brush tip applicators, so yeah, we'll see what this one's like. And shade match wise, it looks okay. I'm keen to see what that one's like. And then on Superdrug you need to spend £10 to get free shipping, and I believe that was only £9, so again I didn't want to pay shipping, so I just picked something else up. And I got another nail polish from Revolution. This one is in the shade Powder. I have in 3 different shades now. I think I've got a really deep blue, a green shade, and then a sort of burnty orangey brown shade, but I thought this one would be perfect for spring because it's a really pretty lilac purple. Not the kind of colours that I usually go for. Don't tend to be a big fan of purple, but I just thought this would look really nice, and because I've got a few oranges and yellows and things, I might end up doing kind of multicoloured hand again, so I thought I'd give this shade a go. Then just a single product on its own to mention, and that's something that I picked up in a recent Amazon order. It is some more of the Shiseido cotton rounds. The last time I purchased these, I did get them from YesStyle, and on YesStyle I think they're about £8.50, but I got these on Amazon for £7 and they were included in my Prime as well, so I didn't have to pay for delivery. So I think I'll probably be picking these up from Amazon from now on, so I'm glad to have a backup box to go into. Then I made a very small order from Feel Unique using up a couple of gift vouchers that I had. The first thing that I picked up is this foundation from Physicians Formula. This is the Healthy Foundation and I got this one in the shade LC1. I was torn between LC1 and LN3 and I'm not too sure if this is going to be too light now looking at it. I will give it a go, but yeah, I do think this might be too light for me. I'm so bad at shade matching online. I should have gone with LN3 because I do think that's the same shade as the Healthy powder that I've got, so I should have been able to guess, but I ended up going for this one in the end, so we'll see how this one works out. But I've heard such great things about this foundation that I did want to eventually give it a go, and I believe it was on sale. I have heard in the grapevine that it has been discontinued, but at the moment it's still on Feel Unique, so it takes me that long to go through a foundation anyway. I probably won't need to ever repurchase it. And then I wanted to give this new product from the Inky list a go. This is the Succinic Acid Blemish Treatment, formulated for all blemish prone skin and clear blemishes fast. So I have tried a couple of products like this in the recent months because of breakouts I've been suffering from. One of the most recent things I've tried is the Tarte Knockout treatment, but I wasn't the biggest fan of that one, so I'm keen to see what this one's like instead. And I really don't understand that. I did think it was only in a small tube, so why is the box this shape? That doesn't make any sense to me. It does say it contains information, but I mean, you don't need to do that. So on the back, this just says, after cleansing, apply a thin layer to blemish. Use up to 3 times a day as required. Leave to absorb before following with moisturizer and or makeup. So that's quite good that you can apply it under makeup. And it also says not just for your face, use on other blemish prone areas such as your back and your chest. In the summer, I do definitely get some across my chest as well, so that is good to know that I can use it there. So I'm excited to see what this one's like. Then I did place a couple of kind of lifestyle orders. There is one more makeup and skincare one at the very end, but I kind of do these in the order at which I purchased them. So I made a purchase from Yankee Candle. I've been absolutely loving burning candles at home while working as of late, and I am going through them quite quickly. I do have a, I think it's a, is it Voltaire or Voltive holder? So it is these kind of candles that I've been using, and they did have a sale on Yankee Candle, so I thought I would pick a few up, and they also had a gift set as well. So I've just got a couple of single candles. This first one here is Mulberry and Fig Delight, and this just smells really nice. It's kind of, it might be maybe a Christmassy one because it does smell slightly festive, but not too festive, but also nice and sweet. So I think I will really like this one. It's kind of my preference with candles. I do like ones that are quite sweet. And then the other single one that I've got is Passion Fruit Martini. So this one does smell nice and fruity and fresh as well. And then because the holder that I'm using technically came with a festive set, it's not overly festive, but it is kind of golden things, I thought I would pick up a new holder. So I went for this one here, which has a really nice kind of frosted glass look to it. And this was only £2.99. And I thought this might be nice because I'll be able to see the candles a bit better than the one I have now, and it will brighten the room up slightly as well. So I'll definitely be switching to this one now I film this video. And then this is the set that I got from them. This is the Last Paradise collection, and this is their spring collection. So I don't think this was on sale because it was their spring collection, it's their newest collection, but I don't think it was overly expensive. I think it might have been £6 or £7. So this does come with 4 different candles. So we have Tropical Starfruit, Last Paradise, Moonlit Cove and Coconut Rice Cream. There is something in here though that does smell, I think, of watermelon. I presume it's going to be one of these two, and I'm not a fan of anything watermelon scented at all. I am currently burning the, I think it's a passion fruit one from them. Actually, it's not the passion fruit martini, it's passion fruit something else, and that does smell ever so slightly of watermelon. So one of these has probably got the same sort of ingredient in it. So I'm hoping it's not too strong of a scent like the one I've got now, and I can kind of cope with it. Love all the bright colours of these spring candles, and I'm excited to work my way through these. Next, I placed an order with Accessorize because they did have a 30% off sale. So I just picked up a few little bits from there. The first of which is this clip set, which does include 6 clips, one of which I have in my hair, if you can see that there. So we have a few which have the kind of leopardy type print on, and then you just have plain ones as well in all different colours. And this one should have been £6, but I think it was about £3.50 or £4, or maybe even less. So I think these are really cute, and I just absolutely love having my hair pinned back with something a little bit different. And then I also picked up this knotted headband. This one should have been £9, but I think this one was quite heavily discounted. I think this was only £3. Probably because these kind of headbands are going out of fashion now, but I do really like reaching for these in the summer just to completely get my hair on my face. So I might not use it for a kind of fashion thing. It might just be for getting my hair on my face more than anything, and I just thought it was a really nice colour. And then I also picked up some new scrunchies. I just went for the plain black ones, and these are really nice soft material. So these ones should have been £4, but I think these were only about £2, and they are nice and big as well, and feel like they will hold my hair in place really well. I'm excited for them, and I can't believe that I do actually wear scrunchies again. I haven't worn scrunchies since the 90s, but now I don't wear anything but scrunchies. Then the final things that I picked up were some face masks. They did have quite a few nice designs on their website, and now that they've arrived, they are really good quality. So the first one I picked up was this navy blue one, which has a floral pattern to it. It does feel like nice soft material, and the elastic feels really sturdy as well, so I feel like it'll be nice and comfortable to wear too. I also picked up this navy rainbow one. So this one has the same kind of elastic, just in navy, and then has this really pretty patchwork rainbow. And the reason I picked this one is because it came with a little bag. I don't really like, once I've taken my mask off, just kind of putting it in my pocket or putting it in my handbag. And I do actually, when I go out, take a sort of Ziploc bag with me to store my mask in. But having something like this is a lot more prettier and is something that I can then wash rather than keep reusing plastic Ziploc bags. So I'm excited to finally have something to store my masks in. So this one says it should have been £8, but I believe it was about £5.50. And this one doesn't have a price on it. I don't think this was that expensive either. I think this was £3 or £4. And then the final couple of masks I picked up are actually ones for my daughter, and this was a little 2-pack, which I think was £4. So we have this really cute pink one with flowers on, and then this gorgeous light blue one with a rainbow on, so kind of to match my one. But these look like a really nice size. They might be a little bit big on her face because she is only sort of 4.5, so does only have a very small face, but hopefully they'll be okay. And they do feel nice and thin, and they'll be quite comfortable for her as well. So fingers crossed they fit her properly. I've not really tried them on because they haven't long arrived. So I'm glad to add these to my mask collection. And then the very final purchase that I made was from Boots, and this was an order that I did only place a few days ago after filming my recent Will I Buy It. The first thing I picked up was the new eye cream from Fenty Skin. This is the Flash Snap Instant Revival Eye Gel Cream. I was going to pick up the little roller that came with it. You could pay an additional, I think it was £4 or £5, but I decided to just try the eye cream for now because I do actually have a double-sided jade roller, one of which is for under your eyes, so I thought I can just use that for the time being. If I like this enough and repurchase it, I could then possibly repurchase it with the under eye roller. At the time I purchased, Boots did have 20% off premium brands. So this one should have been, I think it was £28, but it was down to 23, so I thought I would give it a go. And then I also managed to finally get my hands on the new mascara from Maybelline. This is the Lush Sensational Sky High Mascara. This is the one that went viral on TikTok, and so many people have said about how good it is, and I've not been able to get my hands on it, so finally seen it available on Boots, so thought I would give it a go. It is bigger packaging than I thought, but it is nice and lightweight, so I'm excited to see if all the hype is true. So that's actually everything that I bought in February, so definitely a smaller haul than I usually do. Even though I didn't stay in budget, I don't feel like I went too far over budget, and I didn't buy an awful lot of makeup and skincare, which I do tend to do. Obviously, I kind of pushed my money into accessories and candles this month, which I don't count as coming out of my budget, but I feel like I've definitely reined in my spending. So even though I have picked up a few releases, I have definitely been more selective, and there are a lot more things that I said no to, so I am quite proud of myself for that. And that's actually it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks!